With the increasing number of murders being committed across the nation, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has declared that data proved there would be a crime spike in November. The revelation comes against a background of several multiple murders during the month, which led to calls for a review of the government's crime-fighting strategy. 127 murders were recorded in the month, including in areas now under a state of emergency. Mr. Holness says proactive measures put in by the security forces help to control the crime situation.
But I want to reassure the public that the government, in doing its assessment, starting in November, we do a monthly assessment, recognized from our intelligence and all that we could gather that the month of November could likely be a difficult month. And we immediately called a press conference to alert the public that we would be stepping up the deployment of resources. The Jamaica Defense Force deployed an additional 400 soldiers onto the streets and into communities. And that has resulted in the quietening down of certain areas that had already started to flare up, notably South St. Andrew, notably East Kingston, notably areas along Mountain View, areas in St. James.
Mr. Holness says even though people are questioning the effectiveness of the security measures, given gruesome murders in areas under a state of emergency, the government will not relent in going after criminals. The Prime Minister says even though there is political pressure to end the SOEs, he will not end the fight against crime.
Well, let me make it absolutely clear. This Prime Minister and the government that I lead will not relent against the criminals in this country. So if there is any expectation that if the SOEs are not renewed, that it will be field day for criminals, they have another thing coming. We will put out all our effort, SOEs or no SOEs, to get those criminals.
He said the government will also continue to use provisions under the law to target criminals and will not go after them in any unlawful manner. Mr. Holness also noted that come next year, the crime fight will be strengthened with the procurement of new vehicles.
Very soon, next year, you're going to hear a massive announcement about the number of cars, brand new cars, purpose-built police cars equipped with all the tracking technology, all of computer on board inside here. That will come. And it's not just crime, it is also public order that we're going to be dealing with on the road.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness was speaking in Westmoreland on Wednesday. Michael Sharp, Frontline News.